Watch this. I will write just one prompt and it'll do everything on its own. Okay, so Claude Code dropped a few months back and everyone lost their mind. But here is what people are not talking about, which is performance and agents. And this Y Combinator company called CodeBuff implements both of them really good. Not only this, CodeBuff hits 61% on a benchmark where Claude Code hits only 53%. Now remember that there is a very important difference between Claude Code and Opus 4.5. Opus 4.5 is a model, which even CodeBuff is using. But Claude Code is an agent which uses this model alongside every trick in the book to solve problems. And CodeBuff has optimized a lot of things which Claude Code does not optimize for. It's still working on the task, but look at this, where it has selected 3 strategies and out of them it is now selecting the best strategy. So it has created 3 agents automatically based on different strategies that it can think of, and all of them are using Opus right now because that is what I've configured for. But technically these models can also be different. Look at the planner that it has, and now it has a multi-prompt code reviewer also running where 3 agents are checking different parts of the code base that they have implemented. Now this is something that you don't get out of the box in Claude Code. Moreover, this is also very important in fixing things so that you don't just keep on prompting. Look at this, it automatically has an item, a plan of action in its to-do, fix minor issues from the code review itself. So it's not only just implementing it, it's also code reviewing and fixing it on its own. And look at this, it has done it. This already has like a privacy mode, and it also has this dark mode that I asked it to implement. Now you might be asking what this exactly is. This is basically an application that I have created for myself for managing sponsorships that I'm getting for my YouTube channel. Now this app automatically analyzes my inbox, it gets all the emails, run it through Opus 4.5, summarizes it, and tells me what do I have to do as a plan of action with what sponsor. And you can clearly see that these couple of features were not there before. It has not only implemented them correctly, but it has also done code verification and a bunch of things. It has implemented the solution 3 times and picked the one which works. Now, even though this video is sponsored by CodeBuff, I do feel that this agent is far better than Claude Code. And this is using my Claude Max subscription itself, so that is bonus because I don't have to pay anything extra. Now, typically what happens when you're using an agent, you would write a prompt and a basic CLI agent, which is not doing much. What it will do is it will start writing code. And this is the worst thing you can do possibly as a developer. And you would also know that just prompt to code is not the right approach. What you need is a little bit of planning here in between. And that is what Claude Code has also implemented. But I still feel CodeBuff has done it much better. So over here, you would have an exploration part where you will explore the code base and then you will start writing the code. And then also there are a bunch of things that you can do. It's not just the end of it. This is how Claude Code works today, that you will have a prompt. It will go into exploration part, it will start writing code, and that's it. It will not do anything else. Now you'll keep on following up with it, whether something is right or not and so on. How CodeBuff works is different. So I would write a prompt over here, just like you saw me write. It will go ahead and it will create multiple exploration agents or strategies, right? Once the exploration part is done, there is a planner agent. So the job of the planner agent is to decide what we have to do now. Exploration would just explore the files that, okay, these seems like relevant files, but obviously out of those files also, it's not likely that we are going to edit everything. So planner would be the one that will decide what's going on. Then there is an editor agent that makes actual precise edits. So planner tells editor what needs to be done. And then finally, once the editor has done its work, there is a reviewer agent, which will actually review the code in the first place, like what you have made as a changes as an agent, were they right or not? Now this over here, it's not just an agent. This is like a small dev team, right? In a way, if you think about it, it's not just a single AI that's doing everything. And these are like independent systems, independent agents that can manage their own context as well. And the reason I can tell you with guarantee, like this is how the architecture works, that it's a multi-agent, multi-system architecture, is because CodeBuff actually is open source. It's completely open source. You can exactly see what line of code is executing and what changes are getting made to your code base directly. This is not the case with Claude Code, so we can't really tell what Claude Code exactly does unless you reverse their JavaScript and their binary, which is again a pretty hard job to do and probably not something that you should anyway do when you have agents which are better than Claude Code available. Now, if we look at just this task that I give it, it has this to-dos over here as a first plan of action created with a bunch of items over here. Then it took 3 strategies where it took the first strategy with CSS variables and data theme attribute on HTML element. The second strategy involved React context. And the third strategy involved with minimal changes in inline state in app.tsx. So it explored all the strategies first, and then it selected the best strategy, right? Which I'm assuming is the first one, which is using the data theme part, right? Because it's the native one, it's the simplest one. It will also not require at least any sort of heavy JavaScript, like in this one, in React context state management. Once it was done, it ran the type check and it then reviewed the code itself, again with 3 agents. So again, the overall idea is this. What I showed you over here, that it'll explore, it'll plan, it'll edit, and it'll review. But it's possible that it can also change its plan of execution given that, there are some certain constraints. For example, in our case, In case of exploration, it explored 3 different strategies to do first, right? Not just a single solution. Now, how do you set this up? It's extremely simple. All you have to do is write bun install or npm install or whatever package manager you have, and just write code buff over here. That's it. And then you just have to launch code buff like this, and it will spin up the agent inside your terminal itself. I would recommend just using slightly taller window, just like I have over here. Now, the other super interesting thing about code buff is that you can use it programmatically. Remember that in my last video, I showed you how you can use Claude code using CLI, using the -p command. So with Claude, what you can do is something like this. Write a command, print 1 to 10 in bash. So look at this. If I just do a Claude P and just give it this command, it's basically operating Claude in sort of like a silent mode. So we are not launching the full agent. Now this works great, but this is not extendable. I can't take this in Node.js and work with it properly. I can do that, but I'll have to execute system level commands, right? I'll have to do like an exec sync or spawn of something, and then I have to get this output back. In case of code buff, they actually give you a proper SDK, a type safe SDK, which you can use to do exactly what I'm showing you. And the most important advantage that I feel over here is that because it's an open source agent and it's not tied to Anthropic or any of the platforms itself, what you can effectively do is you can change the models based on the cost or based on whatever you want to do. For example, this exploration and the planner can be done by Opus 4.5 because we know these are like decision-making steps and they have to be done properly. But the editor agent can be Sonnet, because editor again is something that planner will tell what to do. And the reviewer agent again can be something expensive. Like you can just use Gemini 3 or GPT 5.2 or something for reviewer because you don't want the same agent who has written the code to also be a reviewer, even though their context windows and even though their actual implementations would be different, but still you can play around this flow, right? And this is also one of the biggest trends, right? Because if you look at Claude code, Anthropic would officially never support this because it's not in their interest for you to either downgrade to Sonnet for different tasks and not at all for using external AI models, right? And of course, we know that Anthropic is not the only frontier lab. There are many frontier labs. There are Chinese models which are good. There are, Google coming up. OpenAI has great models. So you can mix and match these models only if you have a custom agent with you and not just Claude code. So these are some of the benefits that are genuinely benefits. I'm not saying this because of just the sake of saying that code buff is great. These are actually some benefits that I feel as a developer are very, very relevant, both in cost saving as well as for ensuring that you are getting the best output. Well, code buff also says that it's 100+ seconds faster than Claude code with a higher quality output. And I'm assuming this is because of the way they have orchestrated the agents, right? This 100-second+ speed gain you can get if you're doing a lot of things parallelly. And maybe this also includes the fact that, you don't have to manually verify the work that Opus has done. You don't have to write another command. They have like a reviewer agent built in. So all in all, it will translate into higher productivity for you as a developer with basically no cost addition what you're doing right now because the underlying models are still Opus, GPT, the usual stuff that you are using. When you sign up for code buff, you do get 500 credits free of cost every month. And you can also use it with your own subscriptions and API keys like I am using right now. So that is also working. Just point it at your project and see how it works out. That's what I did right now. And that made me genuinely surprised that the UI and the polishing is much better than Claude code. And I can exactly see what's going on with these multiple agents. Once again, thanks to Code Buff for sponsoring this video. But this seems like just something that I would anyway say even if they are not sponsoring in the first place. There's a link in the description that allows you to redeem free credits and get started with Code Buff absolutely free of cost. So that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel and check out Code Buff. The links are in the comment and in the description. If you're still watching, make sure you leave a comment "I watched till the end" below to tell me that you were still here and let me know what do you think about the video.